What's up, guys? This is Universe, and this is going to be episode 6 through 10 of Miraculous Ladybug, the Webisodes series. Now, as I said in the first one, where I did 1 through 5, I was going to watch them as, English dub, and then I'm going to watch these 5 as the French dub, because people said to watch the French dub and stuff like that, so I'm just trying to familiarize myself with the voice acting and also hear what it has to offer. Because, again, I don't really like anything other than English dub because well, I used to just didn't care as long as they had subtitles, but now to me reading subtitles has become just like uh eh, down for me because I am missing out because my reading skills are not up to par. Is that what you wanted to hear from me? There you go. My reading skills are not up to par, and I sometimes don't be. I'm always afraid they say a sentence and the subtitles aren't up there long enough, so I might miss something. Granted, I do miss something even if it's English dub because I'm constantly talking over them. But hey, at least I hear it a lot better than anything else. So, well, that being said, let's get started. This is gonna be episode 6, Cat Noir, seen by Marinette. Uh, Basically, we're just gonna see what Marinette thinks of Cat Noir through her point of view.
Miraculous, les secrets. Chat noir vu par Marinette.
Cher
Okay.
journal. Oh là là, on a frôlé la catastrophe aujourd'hui. Chat Noir et moi, on venait d'arrêter un super vilain. Lucky Charm. Et comme j'avais utilisé mon Lucky Charm, il me restait plus beaucoup de temps. Et j'ai failli me détransformer devant Chat Noir. J'ai dû courir à toute vitesse pour trouver un endroit où redevenir Marinette sans que personne ne me voie. Heureusement que Chat Noir ne m'a pas suivi.
Yeah, which is surprising. I forgot what happened in
Mais
episode.
ça, c'est hors de question. Personne doit le découvrir. Sacré Chat Noir. Ça fait pas si longtemps qu'on se connaît. Et pourtant, c'est comme si on était ensemble depuis toujours. Je suis déçue, je croyais que les chats retombaient toujours sur leurs pattes.
C'était voulu, ma lady, pour le plaisir de te retrouver.
Enfin, je veux dire qu'on combat les vilains ensemble, hein. Non, parce que y a rien entre nous. C'est juste mon partenaire. Non, plutôt mon coéquipier. De toute façon, c'est pas du tout...
Partner, teammate, what?
Il est un peu trop sûr de lui.
On dirait que j'arrive juste à temps.
Je m'en sortais très bien. Mais merci.
Okay.
Il fait tout le temps des jeux de mots pas très drôles.
Hé, la reine des glaces, ton arrivée a acheté un froid. À cause de toi, y a plus un chat dans le quartier.
Bon, ok, c'est pas toujours si catastrophique que ça.
Nice, man. Nice. Now you're becoming more like him.
Quand on est en mission. Et moi, j'aime pas les garçons qui font ça. Regarde.
That's good durability, though.
Bon, je suis un peu dure avec lui. Je suis bien contente qu'il soit là. Sans son aide, j'arriverai pas à combattre tous ces super vilains. Avec son super pouvoir, le...
Cataclysme!
il peut détruire tout
I like how he says cataclysm. This, I gotta say that much.
Et c'est quand même bien pratique pour ralentir un ennemi. Finalement, on forme une belle équipe, Chat Noir et moi. Bien joué. Mais tu sais, je crois bien qu'il est un peu amoureux de moi.
Really?
Celui que j'aime, c'est Adrien. Chat Noir est loin d'être aussi parfait qu'Adrien. En tout cas, c'est vrai, il a beaucoup de qualités. Il se bat très bien.
Tu ferais bien d'apprendre à viser.
Et puis je peux toujours compter sur lui.
Eh bah dis donc, c'était moins une.
D'accord, s'il n'y avait pas Adrien, je regarderais peut-être Chat Noir autrement.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Oh là là, mais qu'est-ce que je raconte? Un monde sans Adrien, c'est horrible. Ah non, impossible. Fais comme si j'avais rien dit. Allez hop, on oublie.
Hey, it's your diary. You can say whatever you want.
Cher journal.
You can say whatever you need. Now, let me just say, not the same. I'm either too.
T'es fou.
I'm either too used to the English dub, and thus make things a lot easier for me to say comments and stuff. Because I had plenty of comments during that reaction. I just couldn't get it out because when it comes to talking and reading, it's not as easy as it looks. Well, to you guys, it may be easy as counting on your fingers, but me, I don't smart good. So this whole scenario of them speaking French and I have to read, it's not the best. It's not the best in the world, but it's good to know. Also, just people in the comments have told me, like when I was like, "Hey, why doesn't Ladybug think about this when it comes to Cat Noir?" When Cat Noir clearly has a lot of good qualities upon his demeanor and being a character. She's like, if Adrien wasn't around, she might actually do it. But then she's like, oh, a world without Adrien is torment, and how dare I even think of said thing. It's like wishing a world without bacon or something. I don't know what's good for people. But anyway, that's good to know. That's very can I say it? I'm just gonna start on the next one. Then it probably will come back to me. It probably won't, but sure. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Now, almost messed up. Go.
Miraculous, les secrets. Marinette et Adrien.
Marinette and Adrien.
Cher journal,
Your
j'arrive pas à
diary.
croire à l'énorme gaffe que je viens de faire. Je vais mourir de honte cette fois, c'est sûr. Je voulais inviter Adrien, mon Adrien, au ciné et je l'ai appelé pour lui dire. Je te dis pas les coccinelles que j'avais dans le ventre. Mais bon, j'ai pris mon courage à deux mains. Le problème, c'est que je suis tombée sur son répondeur. Et à partir de là, la cata totale. J'ai rien pu lui dire, j'ai pas arrêté de bafouiller. Voilà, bonne après-journée. Et je veux dire, plutôt, enfin non, on se voit au collage. Au collège.
Yeah, someone said, oh, they're in college, and actually, no, college is actually high school in French. I thought it was confusing when I was in French class too.
Il est super intelligent. Il fait du piano, du chinois, de l'escrime. Et en plus de ça, il est trop beau.
J'ai ressenti le soleil s'est couché dans tes yeux.
Adrien est mannequin pour son père, Gabriel Agreste, le plus grand styliste de Paris, et sûrement du monde. Mais il s'en vante jamais parce qu'il est parfait. Enfin non, il a quand même un énorme défaut. Il s'entend plutôt bien avec cette peste de Chloé.
Because, you know, childhood friends and whatnot.
Ça compte pas. Enfin, presque pas. Bref, comment faire pour qu'il me remarque enfin et qu'il tombe amoureux de moi?
Notice her senpai.
Super beau.
Wait, wrong area.
Oh zut, je suis pas douée avec les mots.
Hey, I know word good too.
C'est plutôt la mode et la création. Ah, mais je sais, c'est bientôt son anniversaire. J'ai vérifié sur mon tableau, celui où j'ai recopié tout son emploi du temps. Bah oui, j'aime bien ça.
Not creepy or awkward at all.
Je vais lui faire un cadeau génial, comme ça il sera super impressionné. Il verra que je suis une fille incroyable et il tombera fou amoureux de moi.
If she thinks big.
D'ailleurs, je vais m'y mettre tout de suite. Il me reste plus beaucoup de temps. À très bientôt, cher journal. Souhaite-moi bonne chance.
Nice all the same.
Retrouve Miraculous.
Now,
T'es fou.
it said, Marinette and Adrien. I think the title should be Marinette's over infatuation of Adrien, because the only Adrien we got in this was just him looking pretty. So let's go off with that. But yeah, Marinette and her desires, you could say. Oh yeah, now I remember what I wanted to say about the last one. They looks like the French dub. Hold on, I'm going back into it just so I can be 100% sure I saw that right. The French dub does not look like it holds back on certain language barriers, I guess. And she did say that damned cat noir. That's something I didn't hear in the actual English dub. So yeah, that's something. I'll cut it out. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, she did say that damned cat noir. That's something. You know, damned is not as bad as a word as it used to be. Now that like anything's using it anymore, so it's not even that bad. It's like out of all like the swear words, that is the most tame one you can use ever. Like, really, I know a lot of kids who could barely like speak a full sentence who know about that word and doesn't find it any difficult to really use. So out of all the curse words, it's fine as long as they're not saying, you know, the other hard curse words that you and I both know if you watch my genocide run of Undertale. That sort of thing. So yeah, it's gonna get started on episode 8. This is gonna be Marinette's double life. As we saw Adrien's double life, he seemed to be going well, at least when it comes to the whole dad thing. But yeah, see Marinette. 3, 2, 1 now.
Miraculous, les secrets. La double vie de Marinette.
Cher journal, on a encore réussi à arrêter un super vilain avec Chat Noir aujourd'hui. Le magicien maléfique voulait faire disparaître la tour Eiffel, tu te rends compte?
That would disappear.
Mais bon, on l'a pas laissé faire. Du coup, je suis arrivée en retard au collège. En plus, j'avais un terreau avec Mademoiselle Bustier.
Vous avez vu l'heure qu'il est? Allez tout de suite dans le bureau du directeur.
J'ai encore eu droit à un
Ugh.
signé par mes parents. C'est vraiment pas évident.
Again, schools that allow you just come in and be like, oh, you're late. Oh, time for you to miss more class.
C'est vraiment génial de défendre Paris contre le papillon et de pouvoir sauver ses victimes innocentes. Mais d'un autre côté, je dois sans cesse justifier mes retards ou mes absences à papa, à maman, aux profs et même à Alya, ma meilleure amie. Je te dis pas les histoires que j'ai dû inventer depuis la rentrée. En plus, dès qu'un nouveau méchant apparaît, je dois réussir à disparaître discrètement pour aller l'affronter. Une fois que j'ai trouvé une cachette, je dis...
Yeah, that's a great hiding place. Nothing about it is suspicious, and no one can even glance back.
Ladybug.
I'm saying, a phone booth would have been better.
Personne ne doit voir Tiki, mon Kwami, dont je ne me sépare jamais. Sans Tiki, pas de transformation.
No Tiki, no transformation.
Je peux faire plein de choses incroyables avec mon yo-yo. Son fil s'allonge à l'infini.
Oh, the wire is infinite. Alright, that's actually good to know.
Je peux m'en servir pour me déplacer.
I kind of suspected.
Ou pour ligoter mes adversaires. Et je peux même le faire tourner à toute vitesse pour qu'il devienne un bouclier.
That can cut through metal. With ease.
Ma mission, c'est de capturer l'Akuma du vilain pour l'arrêter. C'est un papillon noir maléfique qui transforme
Black
les gens en
butterfly.
méchants.
By going into a special item that refers to what they will become.
Un objet qui m'aidera dans ma mission. Il suffit que je dise la ketchup. À chaque fois, c'est un truc bizarre qui apparaît.
Yeah, it's always weird.
Un disque. Et je dois comprendre comment l'utiliser. Une cuillère.
Yeah, spoon.
Petit Akuma. Ensuite,
Sometimes it's a regular yo-yo.
dans mon yo-yo magique.
Yeah.
Je te libère du mal. Et le retransformer en papillon inoffensif. Miraculous Ladybug. Mon pouvoir ultime, c'est qu'une fois que j'ai battu le vilain, je lance mon Lucky Charm pour sauver Paris.
Yeah, that's a good Coleoco-esque type thing you can do.
Entre mes missions, le collège, les parents, les amis, Adrien et les super vilains, je cours tout le temps. Mais être Ladybug, c'est vraiment génial.
Really? What's up?
Tiens, mes parents
What's up with the
sont
music?
Je dois leur faire signer le mot pour mon retard de ce matin. Qu'est-ce que je vais leur raconter pour me justifier? Bon, je trouverais bien. Je commence à avoir l'habitude. Allez, à bientôt, cher journal.
That's good. Marinette did not love to see your resolve going through it. That's
Retrouve
awesome.
Miraculous sur Tefu.
Now, okay, this one's just explaining about how she feels about this whole thing. It's great. It's good to know about both Adrien and Marinette's type of stuff that they go through, and them explaining themselves on how they work. That's always nice. Now, can I just point out, this, I guess one of the reasons why I like college is that even if you're late, they don't penalize you for being late. If you're late, you just walk in, sit down, and just get the information that you got, and ask a friend or someone else beside you what information that you missed when you were gone. But in high school, it kind of doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't to me. I know there's like a disciplinary thing to it, and I understand that you have to have discipline because it's sort of like how things go. But I used to have teachers that say they don't tolerate lateness in college. Though I have not been late, I've only been late one time throughout my entire 2 years of being here in college. I've only been late one time, and there was no penalization. But I have seen plenty of other people be late. So much late, in fact, there was only an hour left in class, and there was 4 hours of class. So if you miss 3 hours and you have 1 hour left, you will miss not only a lot of information, but you kind of shouldn't even have to show up because by the time you get there, there's a lot of stuff that you missed. So the only thing you can do is talk to a friend or someone who was there to get the information that you lost. But in high school, I used to be late all the time because my school bus took forever to get to the actual classroom in the middle of the morning. So whenever I get into class, it's always like, oh, since I'm late, I need to go and get a bus pass because I'm late to class because of the bus. So it's not my fault, it's the bus fault. But me taking the time to go to the office to get a bus pass is about 20 to 15 minutes of time that I could have used to just get into class, sit down, and get to the learning, because my beginning classes always started off with either a quiz or something involving what's going to be coming up for a quiz. So yeah, for high school, I don't understand. If you're late, you have to understand. If a person's late, whether it be on purpose, when they want to be late, or on accident, you don't throw them into a different area to make them miss more of class that they wouldn't have missed if they didn't have to go through this random other stuff. It's just like the penalty for being late is not learning more than what you would, because to them it feels like you didn't want to learn at all because you didn't get there on time. If that's the mindset, Sure, why not? But at college, they don't do that. If you're late, you're late. They don't care. They're not even going to acknowledge you coming in late. They're not going to say, oh, you finally made it. What took you so long? What's your excuse? Because they don't take excuses. This is like, get into class, learn what you can, and that's it. That's why I kind of like college. In that regard, they do treat you like an adult. You go through some things. If your excuse is genuine, that's good for your excuse. It's not going to change the time that you missed. I don't know why I went on a rant about that. I think it's because when I got to college, I really thought lateness was not going to be tolerated, and that's exactly not the case. They don't care. You just get into class. That's it. And since I'm a good student, I never miss a class and I never skip a day, even though plenty of people do that. For some reason, you're paying so much money to come here. Why not go to class? Oh, okay. It's just, hurry up, get started. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I did not mean to go that far. Alright. And this is the birthday party. The 3, 2, 1 now.
Miraculous, les secrets.
Ma fête d'anniversaire. Cher journal, samedi c'est mon anniversaire. J'ai l'autorisation d'inviter des copains à la maison. Je suis trop
That's
contente,
great.
ça va être génial. Bon, qui vais-je inviter? Alya, bien sûr. Impossible de fêter mon anniversaire sans ma meilleure amie. J'aimerais trop inviter Adrien aussi. Le seul problème, c'est que je sais pas si j'arriverai à le lui dire en face sans devenir toute rouge et bafouiller.
Yeah, because he was very nice to you during the umbrella scene.
Donc, Alya, Adrien et Nino, ça fait 3. Ensuite, Rose et Juleka, très différentes l'une de l'autre, mais très sympa. Je pourrais aussi inviter Yvan. C'est vrai qu'il est un peu grognon, mais d'un autre côté, il est toujours gentil avec moi. Allez, je l'invite. Et puis ça fera plaisir à Mylène. Je crois qu'elle est un peu amoureuse de lui.
No.
Kim, le sportif du groupe,
I like that little relationship they have.
lancer des défis à tout le monde et Max n'aime que les maths. Mais bon, ils sont plutôt cool. Tiens, je vais aussi inviter Alix, l'autre sportif de la classe. Comme ça, si Kim lance un défi, elle pourra se dévouer.
Mind you, a lot of Rainbow
J'ai
Dash.
oublié personne? Ah si, Chloé et Sabrina. Oh, mais qu'est-ce que je raconte? Je vais pas les inviter. Elles passent leur temps à m'embêter. J'espère seulement que Chloé ne demandera pas à son père, le maire de Paris, d'organiser une fête le même jour que moi. Ce serait vraiment pas cool.
Actually, I can see you doing something like that.
Oh, j'ai tellement hâte, ça va être super. Je te raconterai tout, bien sûr. À bientôt, cher journal.
Nice remembering the contrast to her character.
Retrouve Miraculous sur Tefou.
Yeah, that's nice to remember, like, what she can probably accomplish if you say, hey, my birthday is on this day. Oh, great, another way to ruin your life. My daddy's the mayor, you know, because I'm such a great person. You know, she's such a nice person. Nice person. Nice. 10, episode 10, let's go, episode 10. 3, 2, 1, now.
Miraculous, les secrets. Marinette et Alya.
Yeah. Oh,
Cher
yeah.
journal, il s'est passé un truc merveilleux aujourd'hui. Il faut absolument que je te raconte. J'étais dans le parc en bas de chez moi avec Alya et là, oh là là, j'ai croisé Adrien. Avec le soleil qui se reflétait dans ses cheveux, il était tellement beau que j'ai failli
He
tomber
is so
dans les
beautiful,
pommes.
I almost passed out.
J'étais
This was the first
émue
episode
de
I
lui dire un
watched.
simple bonjour. Heureusement qu'Alya était là pour me soutenir. Alya et moi, c'est à la vie à la mort. C'est vraiment génial d'avoir une meilleure
Best
amie comme
friends.
elle. Elle est toujours
Yeah, because that's how we're in friends
on
work.
est super complices. On parle de tout, on rigole tout le temps et on fait plein de trucs ensemble. Par exemple, on adore aller au cinéma et parler des films après. C'est toujours super intéressant parce qu'Alya remarque souvent des choses que je n'avais pas vues. Et ça vaut aussi...
She has a very attention to detail type.
Très observatrice,
eye.
tu sais. Et elle s'intéresse à tout. Elle est très curieuse. Parfois même un peu trop. Mais c'est pour ça qu'elle sera une super journaliste. C'est ce qu'elle veut faire plus tard, journaliste. D'ailleurs, elle a créé un blog entièrement dédié à Ladybug, le Ladyblog. Elle est super fan et elle a même une alerte spéciale sur son téléphone. Comme ça, elle peut être sur les lieux tout de suite et tout filmer pour son blog.
En direct pour vous, amis du Ladyblog. Et voici Ladybug en pleine action. Si c'est un rêve, ne me réveillez pas.
Et quand elle n'est pas en plein reportage, elle passe son temps à enquêter et à chercher toutes les informations.
Again, the first part you think it's kind of creepy.
Ce qu'elle adorerait, c'est avoir une interview d'elle.
I take pictures of you and cut your face out.
Un petit coup de pouce du destin et hop, le miracle se produirait. Je te tiendrai au courant.
Well then,
Retrouve Miraculous.
didn't know about what she thinks about her friend. That's great. Now the whole how Alya wants to. Oh my god. This is gonna kill me. But it's great to see the dynamic between these two and what they're going through. She does not want her to know who she is. It's like the one thing about being a superhero when you have friends is that you want to tell your friends, but you can't tell your friends, because if you tell your friends and your villains know that you tell your friends, then they'll use their friends against you and stuff like that, and you don't want to put them in danger, so that's the reason why you leave. But when it comes to Marinette's friend in this case, she always puts herself in danger all the time. So, like, who really cares, right? It's not like anything's going to change if you tell her, because she likes to put herself in the worst of scenarios when you're Ladybug. So, that's just me throwing it out there. It's definitely not something you should take serious, but it's definitely up in the air like that. Now, ow! Okay, good web series. Good web series of seeing what things can do. Like, it's just like little in between stuff of what they think of, what they thought about particular scenarios, or like in betweens of what they were thinking of doing. Now, as for the side comment, yeah, because it was a side comment. I don't care what you say about the side comment of Adrien saying about since mom disappeared. It's a side comment. It's not saying a long time ago something happened and my mom disappeared. That's explaining. A side comment is saying, oh, by the way, my mom got a new hairdresser today, and also she's going over to Montesquieu for some reason. That's not a full explanation. It's just me saying something that's out there. Now, the only thing that bothers me when it comes to like how he said like ever since mom disappeared, it's just like, how did she disappear? And being missing in action, it doesn't always equal being away from our reality and plane of existence. But actually, it kind of does. If you disappeared and it's out of nowhere, something supernatural happened, and you're either in a different dimension or a separate timeline universe where no one can find you. That, or you're just out having lunch in the middle of a cabin somewhere and you just completely forgot about your family. That's something to think about, I guess. But yeah, I would have liked a more clarification of what happened to the mom of Adrien, the wife of Adrien's dad. Sooner or later I'll get his name. You know, since the whole Hawkmoth thing is still up in the air, apparently. Look, once we figure out who Hawkmoth truly is, and we see 100% who is Hawkmoth, were they doing a red herring? Is because right now Hawkmoth has become the purple guy in Five Nights at Freddy's, and by purple guy standards, when you get the purple guy, you have literally almost no other person you can think the purple guy is besides the only other person that talks to you in the game, and that being the phone guy. So people thought the phone guy was the purple guy because the phone guy was the only guy you could really compare to besides anyone else. You can't really compare it to the person that's sitting down and being the button pusher. That would make no sense, or it would make sense, but it would have to be very convoluted statements of why these certain things are. Like the point A, point B thing would be that. So in this case, it's another purple guy thing where Adrien's dad could be Hawkmoth because he's the most obvious subject, and since the most obvious subject clearly would be the obvious thing to go for, you would go for the obvious subject, considering all the things. Oh, but no, it can't be Adrien's dad. But what about the ring on each of their fingers being on the exact same ring, being on the exact same finger and being the exact same ring? Well, he's a fashion designer. Fashion, he could have his fashion. Okay, sure, why not? Also, just other things. If you have to come up with a minute excuse for every single piece of evidence toward one particular person, it's something. And here's something. I looked it up, and apparently people think that, I forgot the girl's name, but they think the dad of that girl is Hawkmoth because he had the same facial structure. Since I said that, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. So how is it when the facial structure matches Adrien's dad in the origin story perfectly, if not nigh on point? And also all the other things pointing to the fact that it's Adrien's dad, they try to come up with all these reasons. But when it comes to one facial structure being fine when it's Hawkmoth, you immediately jump to the fact that it's probably him because it's a better mystery? I don't understand people sometimes. I understand... Okay, no, I can't say it like that. That sounds mean-spirited. I don't understand theories in some ways. And when it comes, that's why I don't really like to make theories unless it's a theory that is either generally like obvious to me. I only do obvious theories. My obvious theory is that Adrien's dad is Hawkmoth. So it does not put much thought into it. I see the evidence within me, and for people who make theories that want to say it's not Adrien's dad and it's a red herring or something like that, how can he be in this place when he's clearly in this other place? And my theory of saying that is, what if he actually can teleport? Now I know what you might say. Oh, but Vulpina has illusionary powers. This clearly could have been one of her illusions and capabilities. However, you're forgetting that Vulpina was connected to Hawkmoth because Hawkmoth can talk to Vulpina easily. So how do you know that Hawkmoth didn't say, hey, by the way, did you know I can teleport? I can do that. So you have a liable thing to use when you make a fake me. See what happens when you give another person the power to just come up with random scenarios that they can or cannot prove, but it's a likely possibility? That's just how it works. It goes back and forth until you find a good enough reason that you really just cannot debunk with a logical reasoning. So since they were connected, and since Hawkmoth can clearly like tell her what his powers can do, like teleportation at short distances, at multiple short distances, I can't say for sure. So yeah, or it could be just Vulpina's power. We don't 100% know. Since I said that, it is now 99.9% possible. So, all right, that's okay. Again, really happy that I split this up in 2 episodes because 19 plus 26 is a long time. So I'm happy to split this up for 5 and 5, and also English and French. Now, my review for the French dub overall, I like the voices. Well, that's pretty much a given for me since I nearly like everything. So that doesn't mean jack coming from me, but I can say that it would be a lot harder for me to do commentary when I'm constantly reading, because again, I've said this multiple times. I'm not afraid to express how things work for me. I find anything even the slightest bit like too timey. You know how people say pat your head or rub your tummy and jump up and down? I can't do that. That's too many things in my mind to process. I am dumb. And people have said this multiple times. Why I don't feel bad about it is because I see myself and say, I have done stupid things in the past, and I have done stupid things now, so I don't see why hating someone saying the truth is a bad thing. So, with that being said, I just want to let you guys know when it comes to reading the subtitles and trying to also do commentary, it is not going to be as easy because when I talk, sometimes I blink a lot, and when I blink a lot, I miss the new dialogue that comes up because it's multiple dialogues and not just one dialogue that I can just go off of, and that's just it. So it's whether or not I'm going to wait until the English dub of Miraculous Ladybug when season 2 comes out is up in the air. I know how you guys like this series and stuff, but the entertainment value mostly comes from what I'm doing when it comes to my reactions to certain events. And if I miss those reactions because I'm too busy trying to read one subject matter, that's pretty bad. So yeah, that's why I don't really do anime very much, because anime is all subtitle, and that's just it. So. Well, that's all that being said. I'm pretty much done with this video. So this is the URB universe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.